always from the heart of the city, and now on demand 24/7 on the CHFI website. This is the soundtrack to accompany A Book of Angels. And I'm Don Jackson, around the world on the internet. The angel ended, and in Adam's ear, so charming left his voice, that he a while thought him still speaking, still stood fixed to hear. A line from Paradise Lost by Milton that has always intrigued me, because I've always believed that if you ever heard the voice of a real angel, you might have the same reaction. You would stand there hoping for one more word. The voice would be that sweet. No matter your religious background, I think it's safe to assume that we've all been thinking a lot about angels in heaven over the past few days. I've been reading the recently revised edition of the early 90s New York Times bestseller, A Book of Angels by Sophie Burnham, published by Ballantine. For anyone interested in the realm of angels, this is the definitive book on the subject. As it says on the cover, and I quote, "Reflections on angels past and present, and true stories of how they touch our lives," unquote. I thought you might be interested in some of what she has to say on the subject, as well as some other lore concerning angels. Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. We've all heard the lore that suggests that angels have an almost blinding intensity. RyanDan, like the sun, and James Blunt, and You're Beautiful. I'm Don Jackson with Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Sophie Burnham, in the foreword to A Book of Angels, asks some very important questions, and I quote, "Are angels real? What do they look like? Why is it that every culture seems to have myths of angels, believes in guardian spirits that take care of us, sometimes even by interfering with the physical laws of the universe? Do angels have feet? Are those of one culture the same as those in another? To whom do the angels appear? And why do children seem to see them more than anyone else?" Unquote. Some lines later she writes, and again I quote, "William Blake saw angels in the trees. He was merely a 10-year-old boy who one day looked up and saw angels, and afterward could not stop drawing them and writing his ecstatic poetry in homage to them. Jacob wrestled with an angel, and an angel came to Abraham." Unquote. Again, some lines later she says, "Of course, some people insist that angels don't exist, never having seen one. And other people ask why they appear only to certain humans. Though others still say that angels come to everyone. The question to ask is, who will recognize them when they come?" Unquote. Sophie Burnham in the foreword to A Book of Angels, published by Ballantine. Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Phil Collins and True Colors and Sarah McLachlan with Angel from the film City of Angels. And I'm Don Jackson with Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Sophie Burnham in the introduction to A Book of Angels, published by Ballantine, writes, and I quote, "Here is what I know, that we live in a spiritual medium like fish in water, and most of the time we aren't thinking about it, aren't aware, awake, in the Buddha's words. But somewhere at the shadow of consciousness, we remember. And I think that's why we love angels and love to hear about angels. Because we love to be loved, and we love to love. And even to think about angels is to remember moments of unfathomable love. There are hindrances. We live in stressful times. Every generation lives in stressful times, but ours allows little time for solitude, silence, reflection. Our days are jammed with things to do, and if we forget, then others are always ready to remind us how much must be done, and now. Bills to be paid in 15 days, when the mail may take 20, lest you're hit with interest charges. Children and animals to feed, furnaces breaking, pipes bursting, electricity gone, the computer down, so that we run panting for breath, just to stay like Alice on her chessboard in the same place. How can we expect to see the angels around us or feel the swell and humming movement of the universe when we leave ourselves no empty time? It takes purposeful practice, a discipline, to build into my days those periods of silence and solitude." Unquote. Sophie Burnham in the introduction to A Book of Angels, published by Ballantine. Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Lionel Richie and Angel, Miley Cyrus with The Climb, and Whitney Houston and I Look to You. And I'm Don Jackson with Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. This was originally sent to me via email by Melody a long time back. It is called Our Angels, its author unknown. There are those who are very special to each of us. Maybe not for long, maybe only in passing. But they make up the most beloved and cherished group we each have. These are our nearest angels, and often we are theirs too. The pathways of angels are marked by beautiful moments, tender gestures, sweet gifts to the soul. To find all your angels, just remember that the mark of an angel is love. Angels are everywhere. They manifest their love through every heart, every honest smile, every act of kindness, every constructive thought. Their signature is in everything that grows, every selfless desire, every playful pirouette of every soul. Seek an angel with an open heart, and you shall always find one. Angels may not always come when you call them, but they come when you need them. An angel is someone you're always happy to bump into. An angel is someone you feel you've known forever, even though you've just met. Anyone who helps you grow is an angel. Angels encourage your best qualities and hidden talents. Angels give you direction. Angels remind you that you are enough. An angel is someone who brings out the angel in you. Study the lives of our great human angels. See what makes them tick, what they care about. Often their primary purpose in life is simply to help others. This loving intention is so powerful, it can lift us out of our own sense of limitation and allow us to achieve real greatness. If we are all a little more like angels, earth would be a little more like heaven. Unquote. A writing called Our Angels, its author unknown. Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Bette Midler with The Wind Beneath My Wings, and Celine Dion, Because You Loved Me. And I'm Don Jackson with Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. For a moment, I want you to think of everyday angels who are all around us, especially if you're one who doesn't believe in angels on a spiritual plane. I think angels appear in many guises. I've often wondered how many times we might pass one without even being aware an angel was there. Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Monica, An Angel of Mine, and Beyonce with Halo. And I'm Don Jackson with Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. Sophie Burnham, in the introduction to A Book of Angels, published by Ballantine, writes, and again I quote, "Look, we know nothing about angels. We do not know what angels are, or whether they stand in hierarchies in the skies, nor whether they are assigned their duties according to seniority. We know nothing of this other realm, except that we are given brief, fleeting glimpses in our hearts. We hear its singing in lost memories. We see it at the edge of our eye, but so ephemerally that when we turn to face it, it's already gone. We feel it in our loneliness, the hollow hole at the heart that we try to fill with physical pleasures, or danger, or drugs, or alcohol, or war, or work, or love, or friends. It is the existential longing for surcease that makes us believe that something other must exist. For if we remembered nothing, if we had no sense of having once been filled, would we now recognize our present emptiness?" Unquote. Sophie Burnham, in the introduction to A Book of Angels, published by Ballantine. Lovers and Other Strangers from iTunes and CHFI.com. I hope you will tell all your friends about Lovers and Other Strangers. Good night, sweet dreams. I'm Don Jackson.